Hello and good day to you. In our textbook, you should be on page 95. This is part 5 of Microsoft Word Module 2, 2016. So let's begin on page 95. We are creating an alphabetical works cited page. A works cited page is a list of sources that are referenced directly in the research paper. And we will also create a bibliography. A bibliography, if you want to read along with me on page 95, it's at the top. A bibliography is an alphabetical list of sources referenced in the paper. Let's start off with to make a page break manually. And this is a manual page break or hard page break. Number 1, red circle number 1, verify that your insertion point is positioned at the end of the text of the research paper, which would be after the word earbuds. Click Insert on the ribbon to display the Insert tab. Click the Insert a Page Break button, which is in the Pages group. And click Page Break. Notice that you have automatically entered a page, a blank page, and it should have page 3 at the top right hand corner. Turn to page 96. We need to apply a style. Our works cited title is to be centered. However, if you simply issue or click on the center command, the title will not be centered properly. And why is that? It'll be to the right of the center point because earlier we set the first line indent for paragraphs to 1/2 inch. So let's set this up so that it's proper, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down so that I can see my insertion point here. Let's click on the home, click home on the ribbon, click on the home tab, and with your insertion point on the paragraph mark at the top of page 3 as shown in figure 2-55 on page 96, even if normal is selected, and you know it's selected because it has this gray box around it. So go ahead and click normal and notice that your cursor point jumped back over so that it would be left aligned with the margin. Now click save. And if we continue on page 96, at the bottom we're going to center text. Red circle number 1 says press Ctrl plus E on your keyboard to center the paragraph mark. Type works cited as the title, press the enter key, and then press Ctrl plus the L key to left align the next paragraph. Now click save. Okay. At the bottom of page 96, it says to create a bibliography list. While we were typing the research paper, you created several citations and their sources. So the next task is to use Word to format the list of sources and alphabetize them in a bibliography list. So page 97, the following steps create an MLA styled bibliographical list from the sources previously entered. Red circle number 1. Click References on the ribbon to display the References tab. with your insertion point positioned as shown in figure 257, so it should be right here, click the bibliography button, and that is on the Citations and Bibliography group. There it is. And we need to click the Bibliography button. Red circle number 2 on page 97 says click Insert Bibliography in the Bibliography gallery. So it's at the bottom. Insert Bibliography. Wow, that's amazing. Now, if necessary, scroll to display the entire list of sources in the document window. So I can see all 3 of my sources. But if you cannot, make sure you can. Let's click Save and turn to page 98. 98 discusses how to format paragraphs with a hanging indent. And then at the bottom, it discusses proofreading and revising the research paper. Turn to page 99. We proofread the paper and found an error, so we need to modify one of our sources. Red circle number 1 says click the Manage Sources button, which is on your References tab in the Citations and Bibliography group, and we'll click Manage Sources. Click the source that you wish to edit in the current list. In this case, the article by 2, to select the source. Click the Edit button and this will display an Edit Source dialog box. In the periodical title text box, delete the word "and" from the title. Red circle number 2 on page 99. Click the OK button. If a Microsoft Word dialog box appears, click Yes to update all occurrences of the source. Click Close button. And the next thing we're going to do at the bottom of page 99 says to update a field. Turn to page 100. Let's right-click anywhere in the bibliography text to display a shortcut menu related to fields. Red circle number 2 says click Update Field on the shortcut menu. And if you don't see this, then maybe you left-clicked, and just make sure that you are right-clicking. So Update Field, page 101. The next task in revising the paper is to modify text on the second page of the document. Red circle number 1 says click View on the ribbon to display the View tab. Place a check mark in the Open the Navigation pane, which is in the Show group. Place a check mark there, and now we can see our navigation pane. If necessary, click the Pages tab in the navigation pane to display thumbnails. So click here on Pages. Scroll to, if necessary, and then click the thumbnail of the second page. And this displays the top of the selected page in the top of the document window. Now click Close by clicking on the X at the top. At the bottom of page 101, it talks about copying, cutting, and pasting. The office clipboard is a temporary storage area that holds up to 24 items, either text or graphics. Turn to page 102. Copy and paste. Sometimes you want to move information from one section of your paper to another. Red circle number 1 on page 102. Select the item to be copied. And what we want to copy is this word volume. Now click Home on the ribbon to display the Home tab. Click the Copy button to copy the selected item. Red circle number 2. Position the insertion point at the location where the item should be pasted, and that is immediately following the space to the right of the word maximum. So there should be a space between maximum and your insertion point. Red circle number 3, click the Paste button, which is in the clipboard group, and notice that Word copied the word from here, the word volume, and left it there, and then pasted a copy of it here. Page 103. To display the Paste Options menu. Sometimes you need different options for pasting. So let's explore those. Red circle number 1 on page 103. Click the Paste Options button to display the Paste Options menu. So right below where we inserted the word volume, or we pasted the word, or a copy of the word volume, there is a little clipboard, and it has in parentheses CTRL for control and a little drop down arrow. So click that, and now it gives you different options. Red circle number 2. Okay, so it just gives us these different options. Merge formatting, keep text only, keep source formatting. Red circle number 2 says click anywhere to remove the paste options menu from the window. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, so just click out this way so that menu disappears. Now we're at the bottom of page 103, and we need to find text. Why? You are contemplating changing occurrences of the word, of a word. So let's do that. Red circle number 1. Click the Find button, which is on the Home tab in the Editing group, all the way to the right. And click Find. If necessary, click the Results tab in the navigation pane which displays a search box where you can type text for what you want to search. Turn to page 104. Red circle number 2 says type portable. So in our search document area, select that so that you have a cursor insertion point there and type Portable in the navigation pane search box to display all occurrences of the typed text portable, called the search text in the navigation pane, and to highlight the occurrences of the search text in the document window. Red circle number 3. And as you can see, it did highlight the word portable here. Red circle number 3. Click both occurrences in the navigation pane and watch Word display the associated text in the document window. So let's click here on the first one, and it jumps us to the very beginning of the document where we use the word portable. And then let's click the second one over here on the left, and it jumps us back down to where we were originally. So that is a very interesting thing that you can use if necessary. Go ahead and click close, or click on the X at the top to close this whole entire navigation pane. Now we want to replace text. There's a word that we're using and we'd rather use a different word. And so to do that, red circle number 1 at the bottom of page 104, click the Replace button, which is on the Home tab all the way over to the right in the Editing group. Click Replace. Type Portable in the Find What. Mine was already there. Hopefully yours is too. Type Mobile in the Replace With text box and turn to page 105. Red circle number 1 or number 2 on page 105 says click the Replace All button to instruct Word to replace all occurrences of the word that we are trying to find, which is portable, and it'll automatically change that word or replace that word with mobile. So click Replace All. It says we made one replacement. Do you want to continue searching from the beginning? And it says if Word displays a dialog box asking if you want to continue searching from the beginning, click Yes. All done, we made 2 replacements. Let's click OK because we know that there were 2 instances of the word portable. They are no longer there. They are now both the word mobile. Red circle number 3 on page 105 says click the OK button, and we did. Now click Close button to close that dialog box. The next section is to the Find and Replace dialog box. So at the bottom of page 105, it talks about how to find and insert a synonym. A synonym is a word that has a similar meaning, and you can find synonyms in a thesaurus. Let's turn to page 106. Red circle number 1 at the top of page 106 says right-click the word for which you want to find a synonym. In this case, lesson. So let's find the word lesson. And I spot the word here. So click on the word lesson and then right click and then go down to where it says synonym and just hover your mouse. You don't need to click on it. And then point to synonyms and just hover. Yes. Red circle number 2. Click the synonym you want. And in this case, we want to use the word minimize because the book tells us we do. So minimize is the same thing as lessen, but this word is probably better used in this sentence. So click minimize and notice that lesson changes to minimize immediately. And there it is. Click save. We're almost finished with this part, so keep going. You're doing great. We are at the bottom of page 106. We're going to check spelling and grammar all at once. So, red circle number 1 says on your keyboard, press Control and Home keys. Oops. The Home key is located on the right side of your keyboard above the arrows. So hold down the Control key and press Home. And what happens is that shortcut key brought us all the way up to the very top of our document. Click Review on the ribbon to display the Review tab. And turn to page 107. Click the Spelling and Grammar button, which is in the Proofing group. Notice that on the right-hand side, the Spelling and Grammar checker popped up. Click the desired word in the list of suggestions in the Spelling Task pane. It's saying Pedro, but that's not supposed to be it. It's supposed to be sound. But, okay. I guess what happened is that we were supposed to change this word. Okay, so let's do that. Click out, X out of that. Find the word we've already at the top. And the word sound, let's change that to S-O-U-L-D. So just change the N to an L. And now, since you're still on the Review tab, click on the Spelling and Grammar. And now we have what they're talking about. Okay. So, red circle number 2. With the word sound selected in the list of suggestions, so click on sound. Click the change button to change the flagged word to the selected suggestion, and then continue the spelling and grammar check until the next error is identified or the end of the document is reached. Red circle number 3. Because the flagged word is a proper noun and spelled correctly, click the Ignore All button. Because Pedro is the correct spelling, so click Ignore All. There is a pop-up box, a dialog box. Click OK because it tells us spelling and grammar check is complete. So click OK. Bottom of page 107, the main and custom dictionaries. You can read about that. On page 108, it gives you information on how to view or modify entries in a custom dictionary and how to set the default custom dictionary. Bottom of page 108 talks about how to look up information. So let's do that now. Red circle number 1. Position the insertion point in the word you want to look up. In this case, headphones. Click the Smart Lookup button, which is located in the Insights group. So find the word headphones, click somewhere within that word. You're still on the Review tab. Go to the Insights group and then click Smart Lookup. With the Explore tab selected in the Insights task pane, so make sure this is selected where it says Explore, and it should be defaulted that it is. Scroll through the information and images that appear in the Insights task pane, but don't click anything. So, oops, if you scroll through, you can see the different information. Now we want to click Define tab in the Insights task pane to see a definition of the word. Click the Explore tab to redisplay information. So this tells you what headphones are in case you didn't know. Alright, so click on Explore and redisplay that information from the web and the images of the current word. Click one of the More links. Okay, so where's More? Right here? Okay. More in the Insights task pane to view additional information. So click More, and that gives you a lot more. Now, click the back button, this little arrow, so that you go back to the previous display. Red circle number 2 on page 109 says click the Close button, which is the X. If you hover over it, this little close dialog box opens. Click X to close that. And now we are at the bottom of page 109. We're going to zoom multiple pages. Red circle number 1. Click Home on the ribbon. Click Home tab. If the Show Hide button is selected, click it to hide formatting marks. So if this is on, you can see all of the formatting marks, but go ahead and turn that off. Red circle number 1, continued, says click View on the ribbon to display the View tab. So click View tab, and now turn to page 110. If the rulers are displayed, click the View Ruler checkbox to remove the check mark from the checkbox and remove the horizontal and vertical rulers from the screen. Then click the Multiple Pages button, which is in the Zoom group, and click Multiple Pages. And it shows us all 3 pages at once in the document window. But not all of the pages. Okay. Red circle number 2, when finished, click the Page Width button, which again is on the View tab in the Zoom group, and click Page Width. To change the read mode color, red circle number 1 at the bottom of page 110 says, click the Read Mode button on the status bar to switch to read mode. Your status bar is located at the bottom of your screen, and these are different views. So this first one is read mode, so click that. Click the View tab to display the View menu. So at the very top left-hand corner, click View. Point to Page Color on the View menu to display the Page Color submenu. Page 111. Click inverse on the page color submenu to change the color of the read mode screen to inverse. Ooh, fancy. Red circle number 3, page 111. When finished, click the Print Layout button, which is shown in figure 277, on the status bar to return to Print Layout view. So again, our status bar is at the bottom. It just gives us a status update of what we're doing here. And we want to click on the Print Layout. And that view just shows us what it would look like if we actually printed it on the computer. Still on page 111, it says click Save. The next thing I want you to do is where it says Oswald Carter, change that, actually scratch that. Let's just click Save, and that's it. We are finished with this beautiful research paper with our works cited page. It's 3 pages long, and as you can see, very nice layout. And at this point, we are ready to start our own research paper for Miss Moorhead's class, covering parts of the book and subject areas related to parts of the book that you read. Thank you very much.